What's up, everybody? This is Jeremiah, and today we're going to react to the video Why Revenge of the Fallen is the best Transformers movie by Plink Boy. Now, I wouldn't say it was the best. I just really didn't understand why the hate came from. People said, oh, it was just a story or something like that. The action saved the movie. Like, I rewatched it, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, or maybe last week, I don't know. But I rewatched the movie like a bunch of times. Even last year, I rewatched the movie. And it's like, it's not that bad. To be fair with you, the second one is not that bad. I have to agree. The second one, Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. People just overhated the movie, and plus, the movie came in '09. And if I don't know that, that was a year after the stock market crash and the year that the writer's strike happened. So it's like, the movie just came out at a bad time, to be fair with you. If y'all want to vouch, you want to say that it was trash, hey, say it's trash. But hey, to be fair with you, I say the movie came out at a bad time. Yes, I will legit say it. The movie came on a bad time. That's all I gotta say. We're gonna get into it today. So without further ado, let's sit back, relax, right, and let's react to the video.
Guys, I have a confession to make.
Always like,
I really enjoyed Transformers 2: Revenge of the Fallen.
It's not that bad of a movie. It's not that bad of a movie. If you rewatch it a couple of times, it's like, was this movie really that bad? Again, I say the movie just came out at a bad time. It came out at a bad time.
You need to leave.
I know. Trust me, I know. Optimus Prime's characterization is garbage, and he's dead for half the movie.
He got jumped, okay? He got jumped.
The movie is kind of racist. Why the hell is everyone so sweaty? Random
We're in Egypt.
concepts get introduced that don't matter or get retconned, making the movie feel pointless. Too many slow-mos and explosions. Tyrese Gibson. Like, I get it. This movie has a lot of shit wrong with it. Like, a lot. You could ask 100 people if at the snap of a finger would they cure world hunger, and someone gon' say no. Niggas can't agree on anything. But this movie pretty much unanimously is hated by everyone, it seems. But I'm here to present why I believe this movie to actually be one of the most enjoyable in the entire franchise. But real quick, Discord server has been made. At 1,000 members, I'm dropping a surprise video, so join up. Don't be a weirdo, link top of the description. So the movie starts with Demolisher making sure nobody makes it home from the grocery store or doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
Optimus and Ironhide take him down, and bro starts talking about how the Fallen will return. Yeah. And Optimus is just like, yeah, nigga, we not trying to hear all that. But that's the setup for the lore/mystery of the entire movie, which intrigues me a lot. Yeah. What can I say? Dora the Explorer was my shit.
Oh shit. We need you to help us slime that nigga out.
Yo, Dora, watch yourself. You ain't black. You Hispanic.
There are mystery elements in the other Transformers movies on some level, but it's really surface level. Like in Transformers 3, it's
peak movie, by the way. Peak movie.
Why has Sentinel turned on us? And what does he plan to do with Megatron?
Listen. Okay, I can explain it to you for Transformers 3. The reason why he turned back, the reason why he betrayed the Autobots, because he said himself that they were never going to win the war. So he had to be buddy with Megatron in order to kind of revive their home planet that was destroyed by the war. And so Earth was, bing bada boom. Here's Earth. And so yeah, and for Megatron, during the movie, he said he was working with Megatron, not for him. So after this is done, he's still gonna whoop his butt. He's still gonna whoop his butt. Like, for real, he's still gonna whoop his butt. But the Autobots have to stop him because I want to revive your planet by taking away the Earth humans. Like, come on, that's not good. That's not good on paper.
Are they secret lovers? Pretty basic shit. In this movie, they dive deep into the lore of Transformers, specifically the Fallen and his brothers, how Transformers and humans have met before, how the war started, and yeah, this shit is definitely racist right here. You would have thought this movie came out in the 70s like Scooby-Doo.
I say that Scooby-Doo was like 60s, but yeah.
Seeing the uncovering and exploring of the fact that Transformers have been here the whole time, after believing the first movie was the first time humans and Transformers met, and the fact that the ones who were here were all primes and they were looking for something, is a cool concept.
Yeah,
We
that's
get to
true.
see fucking Jetfire get revived and explain to us so much of the backstory. The Fallen is the original Decepticon. The Primes harvested suns for Energon, but only planets without life. The Matrix of Leadership has that power. The Fallen wanted to harvest Earth despite the people on it, causing the start of the Transformers Civil War.
Yep.
Like, this is good stuff. The complete opposite of White Castle food. No other
Facts.
live-action Transformers movie got into the lore like this, which all sets up the hunt for the Matrix of Leadership, and personally, that just kept me engaged for the entire movie. Them going from place to place like it's a damn RPG game, finding clues and hints is my type of movie shit. The humans get tied into the story in a way that feels natural because of Sam. The way it gets tied in is Sam has a piece of the Allspark from the first movie, which acts as a source of wisdom that transmits Cybertronian symbols and information into Sam's mind, which sets up a personal conflict between him and Megatron because Megatron needs that info, which is also cool because Sam's the one who killed him. Like, come on, man. You can't tell me they weren't writing a little bit here. A little bit. Y'all gonna hate on this plot they cooked up, but start nutting when J. Cole writes up some bullshit talking about it's grippy. I also believe that this
that's J. Cole?
Bullshit talking about it's.
Hey, I see why he made his album The Fall Off.
It's grippy. I also believe that this movie, maybe alongside the third one, it does a really great job of showing the true capabilities and evil of the Decepticons. You really feel the threat they pose in this movie. Comparatively, by the time you reach like Age of Extinction and shit, Megatron is literally a whole bitch who you don't take serious. That's not the feeling here. Here, the Decepticons are kinda cooking. They hack into the satellite to track Megatron's body position, break into the military base, steal the piece of the Allspark to revive him, finds and hunts down Sam Witwicky, which holds a lot of tension, kills Optimus in one of the best fight scenes in the entire movie franchise, brings the Fallen down to Earth so that they could get Energon from the sun to power their children. Sam, Michaela, and the rest of the crew go on a mission to find the Matrix of Leadership to revive Optimus. They get to Optimus. Humans thought they hit a buzzer beater reviving him, but the Fallen says, "Give me that shit, nigga!"
Nope.
And only because Jetfire gives his life do they lose. After Optimus, Megatron, and the Fallen, again, do one of the best fights in the franchise. People be talking about the plot makes no sense. I mean, that seems simple enough to me, right, guys?
Yeah.
In all seriousness,
I'd say it's kind of simple. That's the right. It wasn't. It's different time, man. Different time. But it was simple. It was simple. It wasn't too over complex. It wasn't too boring. It was just straightforward. I kind of liked it.
Oh, I don't get the constant complaint that the story is too all over the place.
How?
I feel like there's a very digestible and followable, if that's a word.
Yeah. I feel like if this movie came out, I feel like people would have understood why this movie was like this and understood why it had a. It was just. To be fair with you, I just say that the movie came out at a bad time. The movie came out at a bad time. Again, writer strike and the year after the stock market crash, I say just the movie came out at a bad time. And yeah, mainly those two factors kind of like slapped this movie. No joke. And like I think some parts of it wasn't like I've seen some parts of the movie. The racism like that, and bada bing bada boom. Yeah, sure. But overall, the plot and the story, it's not that bad. To be fair with you, people just overhating the movie for some apparent reason. Yeah, I get it. Different time. '09, mind you. '09. But still, man, when you watch it again, it wasn't even all that bad.
Story here, genuinely. I'm not about to pretend this is some Oppenheimer interstellar level writing, but there's a chronological, understandable story here, which is more than I can say for
16 on that they again. Oh, that's the last night. My bad. That's the last night. My bad. That one's a bad movie. That was a bad movie.
Some of the other Transformers movies. To reference what I said earlier about the Decepticons feeling capable here, because of that, because the threat that you feel they pose, you feel like our characters are in genuine danger here. Optimus fucking dies, and this lingering feeling of it's really over looms over the movie. I've personally never felt in the Transformers franchise, aside from here, that they could possibly lose, even though I know they never actually would, the good guys never do. But
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, Optimus Prime be getting fucked up to the brink of death. And there's close calls in other movies, but here, they get so close to winning. And without Optimus, it just feels like, how the fuck are they gonna actually do
Yeah,
this?
that's true.
Optimus dies, and the Decepticons immediately start taking over the world. And at that point,
A
without
little bit of it,
Optimus,
a little
who's
bit of it.
supposed to stop them? We only have a few useful Autobots left, and Ratchet. His dying words are
Wow.
literally,
Sam, run.
there's a genuine feeling of,
Two
oh my
words.
goodness, we're fucked. When
Yeah.
Sam looks back at Optimus's corpse with tear-filled eyes, the Decepticons are celebrating like they just won Game 7. You get very emotionally invested. You can definitely say,
Yeah.
well, they just brought bro back right after, and that kind of erases all of that. And that's fair, I
Not
can't really
it.
argue against that. What
Alright.
I will say is they did it in a way that makes sense. Sam coming to the conclusion that, hey, if the matrix of leadership is as powerful as you say, can we use it to bring a prime back? And Jetfire being like, well, that's not its intent, but in theory that should work.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like, I don't know, I don't understand.
Just similar to like the Allspark, but in difference of the Allspark, instead of reviving, it brought destruction to a Transformer, aka Decepticon. As we saw in the first movie with Sam doing this, putting the cube at Megatron's chest, Megatron's heart, his core, and then freaking blowing him up and making him die. Similar to the Allspark, but it instead of reviving someone, reviving a Transformer, it kills. So it kind of makes sense.
And they hate. Also, at this point in the movies, the existence of Transformers is a sort of myth, like the Yeti, like a good Kevin Hart movie. And here they reveal themselves to the world, seeing humans react to the existence and confirmation of aliens. The government poses the question to Optimus in the beginning of the movie. After the events of the first movie, the Allspark is destroyed, but the Decepticons are still here. They must be here for you. And if we act nicely, will y'all fuck off the planet?
And guess what? They left. Well, technically. Actually, if you haven't watched the third one, I highly suggest you do. But if you don't care about spoilers, I'm gonna say it. They left in the third one. They left, and guess what? They still stuck here. They still stayed. Even the second one, like they are gone. The Autobots are gone, and yet the Decepticons still stayed on Earth. Still stayed on Earth. So not freaking ring a bell. They don't want the Autobots. They want freaking universal domination.
Optimus says, sure, if that's you guys' wish, we'll oblige. But let me ask you,
What if we leave?
And they
Then you're
are wrong.
and I think that's some pretty good dialogue writing.
Yeah.
Because between them, there is this mystery and risk with the Autobots being here, but also with them not being here. And
Exactly.
you wonder how it's gonna end up. And when you reach towards the end of the movie becomes a race. Get Sam to Optimus to revive him before the Decepticons get to Sam. And there's real tension and heart racing there, especially because the question still hangs, will the Matrix of Leadership actually even bring Optimus back to life?
Yeah.
Now that we talked about the plot a bit, I want to get into more of the characters in this movie.
Okay.
Optimus Prime's characterization is one of the big complaints about this movie. It is a bit all over the place. Nigga in one moment is like, die, scum, give me your face. And then quite literally 2 scenes later, bro is talking about, nah, we gotta preserve life for real. Life is important.
I mean, like, you brought Punisher, bro. I mean, like, if the person or if they want to take life, then yeah, sure. If they want to take life for no reason, yeah. I mean, like, if you understand that.
He went from Punisher to MLK at the snap of a finger. But I don't know, that seems kind of silly to complain about. Do you want Optimus to talk to the Fallen like, hey,
Yeah,
you don't have to
you can't negotiate with evil, bro. You cannot negotiate with evil. No joke, you really can't.
do this on some Naruto shit? Bro,
No
stop.
no jutsu.
This isn't you.
Talk no jutsu ain't gonna work, bro. You think I'm gonna work on Kid Buu? I mean, wait, that's Dragon Ball, my bad. You really think gonna work on Megatron? You think that's gonna work on freaking the Fallen? Really? That's not gonna freaking work, bro. Some people, villains, sure, like freaking Obito. Super villains, I say like 50-50. Monsters and evil people, evil villains, that's not gonna freaking work. You gotta take them out. You gotta take those guys out completely off the face of the earth. You gotta take them out, those guys out, because there's no bargaining with them. There's no reason. There's no on an equal playing field. There's no reasoning with them. They can't be reasoned with. Those type of villains you just can't reason with, and so you gotta fight them. You have to fight them.
You right. I personally think Optimus is great in this movie. He's just as badass as ever.
Yeah.
And while him being dead for a time in the movie does feel like a void is being left, it just makes his return feel that much more epic.
Yeah, baby.
He
So
tells
I've
the
been waiting for.
government
That's
to
what it's
go
all
fuck
about.
themselves with their dumbass idea and doesn't take shit from anyone while showing and exhibiting a value for human life. Megatron here is genuinely scary. It's the last time in the franchise he's an actual intimidating force. When they captured Sam, I remember genuinely being terrified as a kid. He's mean, he's nasty, and he feels a threat. In the third movie, he's quite literally Sentinel's lapdog.
Yeah,
Niggas
he
all
is.
rusted with a hole in his head, looking like shit. It's time to hit Los Santos Customs, my boy. In the fourth movie, he's Galvatron and barely does anything.
Yeah,
And in the
that's
fifth
true.
movie, Quintessa and Nemesis Primes are bigger villains and a threat than he is. We get Megatron being Megatron here. You really do hate him, but as a villain, that's a good thing. He fucking kidnaps Sam, he kills Optimus, and brings the Fallen to Earth. I hate him in this movie, but in the best way. There's an emotional investment you feel towards Megatron in this movie that I just personally, and I think a lot of people, don't ever feel again for Megatron past this point. Listen, I understand the complaint about too many human characters for sure, but that's not a really this movie specific issue. That's with every single one of the live action ones. It's a very fair critique
True,
though.
true.
Like, I really don't need to see bro's annoying ass parents, her crying about his baby booties.
What's good, guys? Enjoying the video? That's great. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and turn on the notifications to know when I upload another video. Also, tune into the live streams. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, so choose whichever platform that fits best for you. Also, join the Discord, link in the description down below. And I noticed that most of you guys are watching my videos but not subscribed. If you guys are watching the video and liking it, hit the subscribe button. It's free. Without further ado, let's get back into the video.
Yeah, that is true. That's true. Yeah, he's going to college, but you don't. We don't need that.
Shit is annoying. We could be watching Optimus Prime fighting.
Fact.
Sam's roommate, I don't even remember bro's name, was a weird, overly
Same.
sexual freak. I think
Horny.
Simmons in this movie is one of the best side character.
Yeah, he was good in this movie. From freaking Sector 7 to now Fallen, and in the third one he freaking rich. So it's like a rise, and then fall, and then a rise again of him. So I loved him. First one, second and third one, I love the dude.
Performances in the entire franchise, he's great on screen. I do think Sam's character gets shit to work with. He's getting tugged and pulled between just wanting to be a regular kid, getting to go to college, and having the responsibility to be a part of this alien war. It's like some Spider-Man shit.
Yeah.
Peter Parker wants to go to homecoming and hit niggas with these moves he been working on, but people need his help in saving the world as Spider-Man. Seeing him have to tell Optimus, no, I won't help you, does tug at the heartstrings a bit for real. It's a moment where Sam and Optimus are both genuinely afraid and are quite vulnerable with one another, which for Michael Bay movie writing standards is insane. Sam is forced into hiding with Michaela and his friends, Optimus is dead, and you get to see how that's sort of affecting him. There's some semblance of character work here. He regrets not helping Optimus when Optimus had asked. He feels he failed everyone. Feels guilty for Optimus's death. He feels so bad to the point where he decides to turn himself in for a moment, but gets snapped out of it by Bumblebee.
Yeah.
And it's a very heartwarming moment. Here are two characters that love each other, and B was there for him emotionally when he needed it at rock bottom. Him and Michaela's relationship is also a big part of this movie and gets really tested because they're long distance. And then there's the fact that she catches him kissing what she thought was a girl. Him and Michaela stay mad at each other for a while because he missed their webcam date. He clearly just don't love his girlfriend. I can't relate. Me personally, I'd be on the webcam with my girlfriend like...
Alright, not like but I understand, but oof. I don't got a girl though, but so.
But in the end, their true love perseveres for real.
Yeah.
And it does get somewhat emotional when she's trying to talk bro back to life. Throughout the whole movie, they have this like back and forth thing of them wanting the other one to say I love you first. And in the end, she says it to him and it feels well earned because they've been through hell and back together at this
Even and the first one too.
point. Ultimately, it is a movie about robots and shit, so if you came for some The Notebook level romance, then you watching the wrong movie. Maybe my
Facts.
bias for this movie comes in because of my love for Bumblebee. He gets a lot of really cool scenes, and because Optimus is dead, he kind of feels like more of a
Yeah.
leader figure in this
He had to carry. Legitly speaking, Bumblebee had to carry.
one. Usually he's kind of the immature teenager pissing on niggas and shit, but to now have him be the mature one because Skids and Mudflap are genuinely stupid, it is an interesting thing to watch. Speaking of Skids and Mudflap, they're overhated, bro. I understand they're clearly intended to be what Michael Bay's racist ass thinks black people act and sound like, but goddamn do they have their moments.
I'm called Green. It's supposed to hurt. It's an ass kicking.
Listen, I'm not about to sit here and pretend like the characters are a super strong point of this movie. I mean, quite literally every single background character is not a real fucking person.
You saw Sky Mall? It's like Green.
But I do think there is some good character writing and character work here. Like, for example, while the government guy is annoying and
I did not like this dude. I really did not like this dude. Oh my goodness, man. I genuinely just don't want to see him on the screen.
over the top, and like I said, not a real person, he does bring up a good point, because from his perspective, the robots have brought a war to our Earth. This war has caused so many casualties to humans, and nothing seems to be working. So trying diplomacy with the Decepticons, like giving them Sam who they want and asking for them to fuck off, wouldn't seem impossible.
But the thing is that, again, what Optimus said, what if they leave and what if they get what they wanted, and yet they still are here, and the Autobots leave, and yet they're still here. So they want Sam to they want the Autobots to leave and Sam's brain for freaking world domination, aka and also universal domination. With the Fallen and Megatron, buddy up left and right side. Like, people are not like using their brains, you know.
Now we know it is.
So point, I understand what you're talking about. I understand what you're talking about. But like, people who are like talking down on this movie, they weren't using their brains, bro.
But at that point, he doesn't, and he doesn't know that they want the son, just that they want Sam. I feel like these are sensible character decisions and interesting perspectives for real. Moving on to the movie's action scenes and just the level of sauce this movie has, I think that the action in Transformer movies personally peaked here. No other movie has better action, and when it's a fucking action movie, I think that matters a lot. The Force fight is literally one of the best fights in fiction history.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me get in my play-by-play fight commentary bag real quick.
Let's get it.
So Optimus comes in clean as hell, hitting a phase trick shot, slapping Starscream away like the side character he is. Turns around and blasts Megatron into a change of scenery. I thought for a quick second I was playing Injustice. Optimus by himself follows Grindor, Starscream, and Megatron into the forest. The other Autobots didn't even bother to pull up with him. They know he's so different. They just let him run the 1v3 solo squad aid, and you gonna see why. He was fucking up this nigga Megatron so bad, he starts screaming out for help.
Decepticons!
But this gotta be some of the weakest backup I've ever seen, because all they did was pull up to feed Optimus's kill streak a little bit more. I swear I have not seen Megatron land a hit once this entire fight. Every time I look up at the screen, he's back on the ground somehow. He's definitely gonna fail his mission again, and he must have sensed the Fallen getting that belt ready to whoop this nigga when he comes back empty-handed. Because they start giving Optimus straight work, telling him fight back, but notice Optimus staying 10 toes down. He not running. This is why he's so different. Someone like me would have dipped out 5 hooks ago. I'm not gonna lie, they probably would start chasing him, asking, why you running? Why you running? Bro, because there's 37 of y'all. Optimus goes flying, crash landing, and it's looking like it's over. But Prime be having that Meek Mill on repeat. Oh look, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Alright.
This motherfucker talks in straight IG captions, hitting them with the
I'll take you all on! That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's there, baby!
That's why he's called Optimus freaking Prime, for a reason.
That's why he's the GOAT!
he getting triple teamed and still scoring. Start slicing and dicing these boys, every single one of them clearly catching CTE because they start hurting each other.
Yep.
I've seen Starscream shoot at Megatron accidentally like 70 times. I knew Prime was really a demon when he decided to take off Starscream's arm and slap him with it. Now when you've watched enough TVs or movies, you know, when a motherfucker is as OP as Optimus is, there's only one way you can kill him off, and that's to hoe his ass.
Yep, jump
Optimus
him.
got distracted looking for Sam and gets sneaked up from behind by Megatron.
Yeah.
When we talking about level of sauce, Sideswipe cutting that bitch in half and posing after like he's in an edit.
Ooh! Yeah, that was tough. That legitimately was tough.
He's so cold. That nigga's so cold, his car don't exist in real life. Optimus jumps on the Decepticon and tells that nigga to pull over before blasting him in the face. That shit is cool, I don't know what to tell you. They got Optimus Prime fucking jumping out of a helicopter, transforming in mid-air. This movie has goddamn Ravage, a tiger Decepticon. That's badass.
Facts.
Bumblebee puts the paws on Rampage and Ravage with his shiesty on. Cold. We get to see Devastator live action. Optimus gets up from being revived with a jetpack, rocket launchers, says let's roll, and goes and
Let's
fucks up.
roll. Yo, I have a toy of this Optimus, bro. I legit have a toy of this. No, I don't know where it is, but I had a toy of it. Like, bro, it was freaking amazing, and I didn't even know it was from this movie too, bro. It was peak.
Megatron and the Fallen. I don't know, man. This movie got sauce. It got the best action. This movie is just the definition of cool, in my opinion. The humor is another huge complaint about this movie, and that's the point I could least combat because,
same.
humor is completely subjective. But I have over 700,000 subs, thank you guys by the way, for my humor. So I feel like I can't be alone in thinking that this movie is funny. Like when the two college dudes are pressing Sam about parking his car there, and Sam's like, oh, this is not my car, this is my friend's car. He just went to...
We went to get you a tighter shirt. It isn't a tighter shirt. We checked.
I get that Skids and Mudflap have clear racial undertones, but man, they crack me up, I can't even lie. Sam asked them to read some Cybertronian symbols they said.
Read? We don't really do much reading.
B had enough of Skids and Mudflap shit and tossed them outside like two badass kids.
Now that's rude.
But I'd be lying if I said the humor didn't miss a lot, and when it misses,
Oh
it
yeah,
really
that's yo,
misses.
bro. I'm like, yo, this dude sold, bruh. This dude sold, man. Negative version got mission completed, but yet you changed yourself. All right, fam. Like, really?
Like I said though, humor is subjective, so that's up to you to decide.
Now this is funny. I think B knew this was a robot, and plus, Sam, really? Come on, man.
Oh, it's in my mouth. Are you okay? I got wet naps.
But ultimately,
I went
I
outside
think
on his
Revenge
face.
of the Fallen does have a lot of good in it. A lot more than people are willing to give it credit for, to be honest.
Yes, absolutely.
And honestly, I was shocked when I found out a few years ago how unanimously people specifically hate this movie in particular. Now, is it my favorite or the best?
I mean, I see this. Transformers first one, 10 out of 10. First one. Now, Revenge of the Fallen. I'm not gonna critique it like you people be saying. I'll give them a freaking a 7, a 7, 6.5 to a 7. Right? No, I'll give it a 7. I'll give them a movie a 7. No joke. I'll give it a 7. It ain't bad. It ain't that bad. To be fair with you, if you rewatch it again and again, you know that okay, now this movie's not that bad, and people just be hating on the freaking movie. The freaking Dark of the Moon, 11 out of 10. It was just pure masterpiece. It was just pure freaking masterpiece. That one, the Transformers, the movie, I haven't watched that one. Age of Extinction, I don't know, because it doesn't follow up on the third one, so it's like, again, I gotta give that one a 7. Last Night, utterly the trash one, the worst one. Bumblebee was a good one. I get that one an 8. And Rise of the Beast, again, I get that a 7.5. Now, Transformers 1, freaking 10 out of 10. It's amazing. The origins of Megatron, the origin of like the Civil War happening, basically. Yeah, it really was. Like the beef. That's the origin of the beef between Megatron and Optimus Prime. It's legitimately good. The only reason why this movie didn't get enough praise as it did, because Paramount don't know how to freaking market a freaking movie. They don't know how to freaking market a movie. This movie was legitimately very good, but the thing is that Paramount The marketing for this movie from Paramount was utterly trash. It was so garbage that this movie have like the movie didn't do well in the box office because Paramount didn't promote this movie well. They did not promote this movie well. It did it. That's why the movie it's still good, but it was not poorly reviewed, but it earned a little. It didn't earn that much money in the box office because again, the marketing for this movie was just bad. Great movie, by the way. Great movie. Transformers 1 was a great movie, but the marketing for the movie was bad. And Paramount, legitimately speaking, you're the one to blame for that. If everyone want to blame why Transformers 1 wasn't like a good or like not a good movie, but how it didn't earn so much in the box office, and yet there's no Transformers 2, blame Paramount for this one. Blame Paramount because they poorly promoted this movie. They poorly promoted this movie right here.
Nah, that's a bit of clickbait in the title. And you know, maybe I did my job in this video and gave you a different perspective of this movie where you could be like, it's not as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah.
Or maybe all I did was reinforce your hate for it. Either way, thank you for watching.
Yeah, to be fair with you, the movie wasn't that bad. I say give it a 7. I really do give it a 7, to be honest with you. 6.5 to a 7. The hate for this movie was just, come on now. And the reason why the movie just came out at a bad time, again, stock market crash a year after, and the writer's strike the same year the writer's strike happened. So it's like, the movie came out at a freaking bad time. Number one. Number two, as I see the analysis for the movie, it's like, why y'all be hating the movie though? Simple plot, crazy action, of course, as usual. Comedy, again, is subjective, so hey, you're not gonna make everybody laugh, so come on now. Comedy's 50-50 with people. Heck, 25%. Matter of fact, nah, 10 all across the board, 10%. Some people find it funny, some people find it not funny. It's subjective, just like music. It's just subjective, bro. So it's like, come on now. I can't even count movies. I can't even freaking count them. I can't even count comedy. Characters, I had no problem with the characters, to be honest with you. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give this movie a 7. I had no problem with the characters. I had no problem with the plot. I had no problem with the action. The humor, again, subjective. So I'm giving this movie a 7.5. Yeah, I'm giving this movie a 7.5 to an 8 because the hate for this movie was just why. The hate for this movie was just not understanding. I really don't understand. Yeah, some parts it's like, alright, dog, for real. But other than that, I see no wrong with this movie. I'm gonna really give this movie a freaking 8. I'm giving this movie an 8. A 7.5 to an 8. Not that bad, but it wasn't that bad. It's not the greatest movie ever, but out of the trilogy, not the trilogy though, but of the trilogy of Sam Witwicky, it wasn't that bad. First one, 10 out of 10. Second one, I'm gonna give that an 8. 7.5 to an 8. And the third one, freaking masterclass. It was a 12 to 11 to 12 to 13, 14, 15 out of 10. It was pure amazingness. Now that's a blockbuster right there. Darker Than the Moon was a blockbuster. Transformers, the first one, was another blockbuster. In 07 and then 011. 09, again, bad timing. Revenge of the Fallen, I'm gonna give that movie a freaking 8. No joke. If y'all want to debate me in the comments for that, debate me in the comments for that. Don't care. I'm gonna give this movie a freaking 8. No joke. It's just that the more people will be hating the movie, and some parts of it, but people just be hating the movie, and yet the movie came out at a bad time. Again, stock market crash a year ago, a year before, and writer's strike the same year happened. The writer's strike happened the same year. So it's like, come on now. The overall, good movie. It was a good movie. Not the greatest, but a good movie. 8 out of 10. Absolute cinema. But again, and I'll be defending this movie. I'll defend this movie till I freaking die. I'll defend this movie till Christ tells me hey, it's time to go home, son. I will defend this movie. Legitimately, I will defend this movie. I will defend this movie. No joke. If you want to fight me about this movie, come fight me. I will defend this movie. But again, man, shout out to Playing Boy for this freaking amazing analysis of this beautiful movie. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. The original video will be in the description down below. Follow me on all the socials. With all being said, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends, and turn on the notifications to know when I upload another video. Also, tune into the live streams. With all being said, this is Jeremiah. God bless you all. Jesus loves you all. Repent, be saved, and go watch Revenge of the Fallen, man. Go watch it, bro. If you watch it again a couple of times, you're gonna understand that it's not a bad movie as people will say. Not a bad movie. Okay? Okay? You gonna watch it? Good job, my brother. Good job, my brother. Or sister, if you know. That's all, folks. Peace.
It's fun.